You know what? I done figured y'all brothers out, man. I done figured y'all brothers out. I done scoured through the comments long enough. And I said, I know what these brothers are right now. You know what to do, brothers, but you scared of the process. Yeah, y'all figured it out. I hear the wisdom in the comments. You brothers know exactly what you need to do. You simply scared of the process, man. It took me a minute, but I caught on, brothers. You scared of the process. And what I mean by that is, and I might have said this before. Let's say the good Lord comes down. The good Lord comes down and say, you know what? Within the next 12 months of your life, that idea that's been sleeping in the back of your mind, like either you accomplish that thing or I'm plucking you off this planet. That's biblical, by the way. Like you've been saying you're going to get to the bag. You've been saying you're trying to double your money. You've been saying you're trying to get rid of those last 40 pounds. You've been saying all these things for the last 35 summers. If you don't do it in the next 12 months, you out of here. I guarantee you. I guarantee you every single brother that's watching this video would either get the job done or he die in the process of doing it. He get the job done or he die in the process of doing it. None of us brothers will be sitting still. Not one single brother will be sitting still in the exact same spot as he is today. So my question is, why do we keep going year after year after year after decade and eventually a lifetime sitting on our freaking hands, man? I'm gonna tell y'all just like I tell the brothers in the circle. We know too much, man. We know too much not to be calling plays. We know way too much not to be calling plays in life. You know, you go to work every day, man, and the boss man is pissing you off. He's treating you crazy. He's denying your vacation. He won't let you get off to go to your son's football game. Your wife is getting ready to have a baby, and he's looking at you funny like can't nobody else flip those pallets for you. And instead of calling a play and doing something about it, you want to go to the water cooler. You want to go to the back room. You want to go smoke a cigarette on your break with your partner and talk noise about it. That's weak. That's weak, man. When you know something needs to be done, it's not that you don't know what to do. It's you fear the process. You fear the process of getting off your ass, staying up to 11, 12 o'clock at night, doing some research, learning a trade, watching a YouTube video and learning some knowledge and applying it. It's too much freaking work for you, man. It's too much work for you. You know too much, brothers. You know too much. You waking up every morning and your back is hurting. Your knees and your joints are inflamed. Your sinus is running. You got about 35, 40 pounds on you that you just can't get rid of. You know exactly what you need to do. It's no surprise. There's no secret formula. There's no piece of new information you got to learn. You know exactly what you got to do, man, but you it's like you just, you know, we as men, let me say it like that, we fear the process. Because I'm not speaking like I'm immune to this. The shit that I say to y'all, trust me, I'm saying it to myself first. We know exactly what we need to do in every single situation. Every single situation. Don't sit there and desire the bag and don't do nothing about it. In a digital world, for a man to complain about money is insane to me. Insane to me. To lose those last 20 pounds, yeah, you might not want to go spend 30, 40, 50, 80 on a gym membership. But goddamn, drop down and do some push-ups. walk around the block that's free. You know exactly what you need to do, man. I can even speak to y'all, some of these brothers, man, with, I'm going to say it like this. And I've been in this situation before. When I think way on back, I've been in this situation before. A lot of y'all brothers are in connections or in relationships with women that you know aren't up to par. You know she ain't up to your standard, bro. You know that she shouldn't even be in the same room as your ass. And she moving sour. She's sorry as fuck. And you still entertain it because you're like, oh man, well, out there in the streets, it ain't nothing but XYZ. Then shit, roll solo. Roll solo. All I'm saying is, man, a lot of us got to the position, man, where we just take life and whatever it gives us, we just put it on our shoulders and walk that path. Walk that path. But at some point, man, I promise you, that world's going to get old, man. It's going to get old. That world got old for me a long time ago. When I found myself in position where I had to wait on somebody to write me a check every week, and at the same time they were talking to me like I was crazy, I said, shit, man, I'm finna get this bag or I'm gonna die in the process. I'm gonna die in the process, bro. I don't care what it is, man, whether it's me getting healthier, whether it's me getting wealthier, whether it's me finding anything I desire. I'd be damned if souls sit still and watch the world go by. And watch everybody else win. Hell to the no. And I don't see how y'all do it, man. Is it because you're around the wrong people? Because if you're around the wrong people, get in the power circle, bro. Get in the power circle. I'm gonna make you feel real uncomfortable. A lot of brothers in the power circle gonna make you feel real uncomfortable. When I think about my brothers, Travis and Edmund, they just started, they got the YouTube channel started. Now they starting businesses. I got my brother Felix in Norway, just graduated pilot school, personal trainer, heavy fitness, YouTube, starting businesses. You get around some folks that's winning, you're going to feel real uncomfortable, bro. I promise. I promise. But you want to hang around basic bitches. You want to hang around dudes that ain't doing shit and go to work tomorrow and sit at the water cooler and complain. Oh, man, the government doing this. Oh, man, boss man won't let me take vacation, man. I'm trying to take the wife to Six Flags. I can't even go next week. I'd be damned if I'm 48 years old, praise God, and I'm asking somebody else, can I have permission to take my family to enjoy life? I'm not saying nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying soul ain't doing it. And if I can't achieve it, I'm going to die in the process of trying to do it. I'm going to die in the process. I'd be damned if I let some doctor tell me, your family got diabetes or your family get cancer or your family are alcoholics, you gonna get it too. I'd be damned. I'd be damned. I'd be running down the street with an IV up my ass before I take that bullet. I'm going to die in the process of anything, bro. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. If I ever take an L, that's somebody going to have to chase me down. It's going to have to chase me down and hog tie my ass, bro. So when you going to call a play, man? When are you going to call a play? You know far too much. You do far too much. And like I say, if you're not moving forward, you're moving backwards. You might think you're just sitting and enjoy life. Say, you know what? I got that raise 2-3 years ago, man, and it put me in a good position. It put me in a good position, man, where, I got me a new whip. Me and the wife and the family, we were able to upgrade and get a better crib, and that's good. And you'll get comfortable right there. And after about 3 months, 6 months, a year, life will start to slow down, right? You think you're sitting still, but you're not, bro. Like I said, you know, the world is still doing what it's doing, but you're moonwalking. You moonwalking. Hey, y'all ever been in a car, man? And this happened to me not too long ago. This right here happened to me probably about once every 3 or 4 years, bro. You ever sitting in a car, man, and whether you sitting in a car, whether you at the mall parking lot, whatever you're doing, you might be on your cell phone, and the person behind you start moving, and you think it's your car. You just punch on the brake and start freaking out. That's what people will do at some point in time. At some point in time, you'll be living your life thinking it's sitting stagnant, saying, oh, you know what, I'm good. I just sit here and wave my white flag because life is sitting still. And then something will happen, whether the job says, hey, today's your last day at work, and next time you sit there, your world is shaking up. And you realize the whole time, something else is going on. You got to start moving, brothers. You got to start calling plays. You have to start calling some kind of play. And I used to think this. I used to think that what I'm saying now is not for every man. I used to think that. I used to say to myself, you know what? As far as like a man trying to make moves, whether it's starting businesses or whether it's just raising the standard within your household. Because it ain't always about trying to be the next Martin Luther or JFK. It ain't about always changing the world. But every man should always be trying to alter his space. At minimum. And when I say alter your space, every single man, if you have a wife and kids at home, or if it's just you and your kids, or if it's just you and your wife, if you aren't setting the standard of leveling up at all times, like if you aren't that guy, then brother, you're not expanding in any kind of way. If your household, think about this. If everybody in your household has the same standard as they did 5 years ago, 2 years ago, you're not doing your job. You're not quarterbacking your team, bro. But it starts with you. It's mainly because you aren't doing it yourself. You think you're going stagnant, man, but you're setting your whole family up. You know what I'm saying? Elevate in some kind of way. I remember when my son first moved here, bro. Man, who was I talking to the other day? I was talking to, oh yeah, I know who I was talking to. Yeah. I was talking to, I was talking to somebody about we were talking about our sons the other day. She was telling me about her son and, some stuff he had going on. And I was, sharing about my son. And I said, hey, you know what, your son, I said, he's going to come out of that. I said, I know exactly where he is now. I said, he's going to come out of that if he's in the right environment. If he's in the right environment, he's going to come out of that. I remember my son, and I tell y'all this all the time. At least I share with the brothers in the circle. I remember when my son first moved in with me. He was in the 8th grade, bro. Summer, going to the 8th grade. And he would come in, I'll be in the living room, man. He would come in the house. He would come in the living room or wherever I was at. And he would just be like, head down, pretty much shuffling his feet. He'd be like, Dad, can I do XYZ? After about 2 or 3 days, I was like, hold up, bro. I said, hold up, man. And right there in the living room, I had a whole intervention. I had a whole lecture. I said, we got to have a whole talk about how you enter a room, how you speak, how you shake a man's hand, how you look a man in the eye when you're talking. If you aren't trying to level your household up, bro, and now my son, you can't tell him nothing, bro. He bigger than me. He swole. You know what I'm saying? He walk around the house, brother. He cloud nine. He confident. You can't tell him nothing. And that's what he's supposed to be. I say, there is no man you don't look in the eye. You don't bow down to nobody, not even me. You talk to me, you look at me, look at me and talk with respect, bro. Make me respect you. If you aren't leveling your household up, bro, then you know you're not leveling yourself up. You know you're not leveling yourself up. You sitting there letting your wife go into states of depression. Your wife, man, she's losing purpose, man. She's been pouring into you for the last 10 years and never wanted nothing in return. Just pouring into you to the point where she don't even know herself no more. She has no desire. She has no friends. She has no passions. And you don't be, you being the man you are, you don't point some trait out of her and say, damn, babe, like, you're good at this thing. Like you're real good at that. Like I believe you should level up. I want to pour into you. Like you basket weaving, you making wreaths, you good at putting Christmas things together, you good at decorating, you good at making content. Like, I see you. And I'm gonna tell you this. This is the thing. This is how you know if you're moving in the right order, man. If every single person around you is, I'm gonna tell you like this. If every single person around you is not either trying to level up or feeling bad about themselves, you ain't moving right. Because if somebody come hang with me before the end of the day, they gonna want to do something or they'll never talk to me again. I promise you. I make motherfuckers uncomfortable, bro. Because I don't know how to talk nothing but this. And I don't like being around nobody except people that talk that same thing. I like being around people, man, that talk languages that I don't even understand. I tell about Rico all the time. When I get with Rico, he talking about all this real estate stuff. He talking about all this Greek stuff to me. That at some point in time, I grab onto it and I stand on it and I start my business like that. I'm learning because it's always about expanding. Y'all some of us go 20 years, 30 years, no expansion. I don't understand it. But you'll watch somebody expand. You'll watch somebody expand. You'll sit in your city. You'll sit in your household and look out your window and see the brother across the street start off with nothing. You'll see him start off riding a bike to work. Now, you'll see him start off catching a bus to work. 6 months later, you'll see him riding a bike. 6 months later, you see him catching Ubers. 6 months later, you see him, he got a new car out there. He got him a little used beater he's trying to fix up. He adding on to the house. He got his yard landscape now. He got him a little baddie pulling up. You see him in the gym doing push-ups, doing sit-ups. He's leveling up. Next year, he pulling a whole Bentley up to the crib. Whole time you watching this whole scenario out the window, scratching your ass, doing nothing. I don't see how y'all do it, bro. I don't see how y'all get on the World Wide Web, get on Instagram every day, watching people win and cut the dang phone on and watch them Cowboys. I don't see how you do it. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying I can't identify. I'm simply saying I can't identify. So all I'm saying is this, brothers. Call a play. Call a play. Hell, even if it's first down and you call a punt, even if you out there looking crazy, call some kind of play. Huh? Even if it's 4th and 99 and you running a fullback up the middle, call some kind of play, bro. Call some kind of play. I don't care if it's 1st and goal on the 1 and you calling a Hail Mary. Have some kind of activity going on in life. Have some kind of expansion. And again, it's not the whole world. It's within your household at minimum. At bare minimum, it's within yourself. At bare minimum, it's within yourself. Like, you know what? Last year I stayed 200 and so pounds all year. This year I'm not doing that. This year I think I want to lose this gut. This year I want to get a bigger apartment. This year I want to travel outside of my city. I've never been outside of my city in 25 years of living, 30 years of living. I've never been outside of Dallas, Texas. Hell, I might go and spend a weekend in Houston. Hell, I want to see what California looks like before I die. Do something, man. Expand in some kind of way, because if you're not living. And if you're not living, you're dying. If you're not living, you're dying, bro. A lot of y'all guys, 20, 30, 40 years old, 50 years old, you might as well be in hospice right now. You might as well be in the hospice with people with 7 days left, because that's how you moving. That's how you moving. Or better yet, I'm not going to say that. All I'm saying is, brothers, all I'm saying is this. Life is too good. God is too good. The laws that govern this universe are so solid, are so pure, are so correct. It's like, bro, why not play the game? Because I promise you this. I promise you this. At some point, For some of y'all, it might hit you in your 40s or 50s. Some of y'all, it might not hit until you're 85 or 90s. At some point, though, I promise, I put this on everything. At some point, you're going to turn around and look back and you're going to say, what in the entire fuck? I promise you're going to say it. I promise you're going to say it. Because I look at what I do now, and I look back and I say, you know what, man? If I'd have known what I knew now in my 20s, brother, I would have been a monster right now. If I knew what I knew now in my 20s, I'm like, golly. So what I do, I try to put everybody on game. My nephew, Jalen Ellison. Go follow Jalen Ellison. Monster. He gonna be a monster in life. My son gonna be a monster in life. And I can name a whole plethora of young men that's gonna be monsters in life. Because that's our job as men. At minimum, if we gonna at least sit on our hands and call no plays, the least you can do is reach back and tell those young brothers in their 20s and their 30s, hey, look at me. I dropped the ball. Don't be like me. At minimum, do that. At minimum, tell brothers what not to be. Can you do that at least, brothers? Gotta get my walk in, man. Y'all have a good Thursday, brothers.